What do people think when you speak? Here are 3 considerations to ensure that when you speak, you are heard. Welcome to Great Transition Strategies Monday Morning Stand-Up. 5 minutes to get your week off to a great start and potentially give you something to help make you a more effective leader, and more importantly, so you can love what you do. As leaders, we all want to be heard when we speak. Right now, grade yourself, scale of 1 to 10. How good a speaker are you? And second area to grade yourself, how well are you heard every time that you speak? So here are the 3 considerations. When you're speaking, think of these 3 things. Number 1 is, what's the purpose that you're talking about? Know your purpose, know your audience, and know if your audience is ready to listen. So we're going to pick these 3 apart, and as we do that, I want you to think about you as a speaker, the last time you spoke to a larger or more important audience, maybe an executive team, and I want you to think about how you speak with your team. All right, so let's pick them apart. First one is know your purpose. Dale Carnegie talks about 4 elements of knowing your purpose. When you talk, you're doing what you have a purpose. One of these 4 elements are a purpose. First one, what's the first one? Clarity. You're trying to build clarity around something. You're trying to convince folks is number 2. You're trying to inspire action, or you're trying to entertain. I don't think the entertain fits that often in the workplace, so I'm leaving that out. But if there's one that fits for you, put it in there. By all means, put it in there that works. When you spoke to a larger group or a group that was higher up in the chain than you, what was the purpose of your talk? Was it clarity, convincing, inspiring action? What was it? For me, when I do my Monday morning stand-up, the purpose of this talk is to help you build clarity about how you lead and inspire action. So I have 2 of those parts. What is it for you when you spoke to a larger audience? Now think about your team. The last time you spoke with your team, what was the purpose of it? And was it clear to you? Were you trying to build clarity? Were you trying to convince them of something? Or were you trying to inspire action? Next one, know your audience. When you're speaking to a large audience, how well did you know that audience? Did you know them well? Are there things that you could have known better about them? Or maybe you were presenting to a board. If you're presenting to a board, an executive team, how well did you do with understanding that audience? By understanding that audience, there might be some commonalities that you identify. There might be some other areas that I'm not going to go in that area because that's a soft spot. Knowing where folks came from, what their background is, all important items to understanding how you're going to connect with those individuals. Know your audience. Now think about your team. How well do you really know your team? How well do you really know them? Do you know size of their family, ages of their kids, things that are going on, where they lived, what got them to this particular place? All those can help you connect better with the folks on your team. Last one. So when you think about this last one, how ready is your team? Know how ready your team is to listen. What do I mean by that? Large audience. What kind of room was it in? If you were presenting to an executive team or a board, where did you present to them? Was it in a conference room? Was it well lit? What was the temperature? Was it before lunch? Was it after lunch? First thing in the morning? End of the day? Last meeting on Friday? All those, how ready are they to listen? So that's for a larger group, right size audience, all those kinds of things. Think about your team. If you have a team meeting every Monday morning at 8 o'clock, maybe you have a team of 10, and 4 of those individuals have school-age children that they have to get out of the house and on buses, is 8 o'clock in the morning the best time to have that? How ready are they to listen? They haven't looked at any emails. They haven't prepped for the meeting. They're not sure what's coming in. They might be coming in stressed. Is that the best time? If you want to be an effective speaker and you want individuals to hear, think about those 3 items. Know your purpose and be clear about it. Know your audience and know if they are ready to listen. Hope you found that helpful. See you next Monday morning, 8:30. Have a great week.